and welcome to Best in Tesla News, episode 284. Yes, as you can see, I am on holiday right now. I'm living right in there. What an awesome place. Here in the middle of the mountains in Norway, with no other human internet service or mobile coverage around. This is an awesome place, but as always, I will give you your Sunday news show. And this week is no different because there has been so much news coming in about Tesla. It seems like every time I go on holiday, the news just keeps rolling in about Tesla. So let's check it all out and let's dive right in.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
Even though we mostly hear about Tesla's drop in sales and the mainstream media apparently think Tesla has a demand problem in China, well, Tesla is doing fine in China. But the legacy automakers, well, they're closing plants and filing for bankruptcy.
Firstly, we have one of the biggest boys closing plants, as Volkswagen and the Chinese partner SAIC will close their plant in the Chinese city of Nanjing, as the German car makers losing market share in the world's largest car market. And don't forget, they have lost over 1 million units in sale over the last 5 years. But Tesla, on the other hand, has grown steadily over the last 5 years. But if you ask mainstream media, Tesla is the one having a demand problem in China, even though it really seems like it is only Tesla that is standing ground, because it is not just Volkswagen that had bad news this week. The joint venture between Stellantis and GAC in China is bankrupt. As AJ reported on X, the company declared on Tuesday its inability to reorganize, leading its administration to file for bankruptcy in Hunan province. Other companies like Hyundai, Ford, Honda, GM have all been closing factories, laid off workers, and sold assets amid losses and competition from Chinese EV makers, but they have of course not fully exited or declared bankruptcy as of today. But they will likely follow suit. And one of the legacy automakers that have huge trouble in China is Porsche. And one thing they have done wrong is using pouch cells. Something Elon Musk warned about many years ago, but legacy automakers wouldn't listen. They of course knew better, and that have cost them dearly. Like when GM had huge trouble and recalled the Bolt EV a few years back, and that cost them $2 billion. But as Alex wrote on X about Porsche, before considering buying any Porsche BEV, read this. Porsche won't take my Taycan back. What do I do? An email landed yesterday from a customer with a problem. The battery of their early Porsche Taycan wasn't charging properly, so they tried to part exchange it back to Porsche. Porsche's response was pretty bad. Sorry, we are not taking them in at the moment. Wait, what? Your car, your customer, your problem, surely. Apparently not. Early Taycans are coming back with faulty batteries, and Porsche has quietly stopped accepting them on trade-ins. Too expensive to fix, too risky to sell on. Imagine if that had been Tesla. 3 years ago, this customer paid more than £80,000 for cutting-edge electric performance. Today, it's basically worthless because nobody wants the hassle of a potential £20,000 battery replacement. All who follows me know that I did what I could to make people who were interested in a Porsche BEV aware many years ago that at that stage, about 50% of all Porsche's battery were faulty. Now we have the result. Pouch cells are a crappy technology, and I recommend anyone to select a BEV with either prismatic but better cylindrical cells. Yes, exactly. The trouble for legacy automakers continues as predicted here in 2025.
And imagine a world where your online activity is as secure as a locked diary. Well, sadly, that is not our reality. Every click risks exposing your data. That's why I trust a VPN to keep my digital life private. A VPN shields my email, banking accounts, and browsers from hackers, letting me work or stream with peace of mind. So I'm thrilled to share my sponsor, Private Internet Access, or PIA, a leading VPN provider. PIA isn't just one of the world's most trusted VPNs, it's also a pioneer in transparency. Their 100% open source software let everyone verify their commitment to privacy, a rare move in the VPN world. I use PIA myself, like when I was in China for my nomadic YouTube channel, because in China you don't have access to YouTube. So without a VPN connection to change my IP address, I would not have been able to do any work while traveling in China, or able to stream my Danish TV abroad, not keeping up with my sports. But with PIA, I just change my IP address and instantly unlock my Danish streaming service. It's also a game changer for accessing region-locked Netflix content, giving you a global library of entertainment. Without PIA, streaming feels like buying a VIP pass, but getting stuck at the gate. But PIA doesn't just hide your IP, it encrypts your entire connection, protect your data across unlimited devices, whether you're on your phone, your laptop or tablet, and PIA works seamlessly with all major streaming platforms. So, ready to take back your online privacy? Well, click my link in the description for an 83% discount on PIA, just $2.03 a month. Plus 4 extra months for free. And with a 30-day money-back guarantee and 24/7 customer support, it's a no-brainer. Don't let your data be an open book. Secure it with Private Internet Access today. And a big thanks to PIA for sponsoring this video. And it has only been 3 weeks since Tesla launched their Robotaxi service in Austin. But they are already expanding and has taken care of most of the issues that people had in their feedback.
So Tesla has extended their geofenced area, and Tesla Robotaxi X account wrote, harder, better, faster, stronger. And Stephen McRyan wrote, they actually did it. No other company would even consider pulling this off. Yes, as this was Stephen McRyan's idea, but Tesla went ahead and did it. As Huck also wrote, credit to Stephen McRyan for the tip. He need to come down and take a ride. And he replied, this is cracking me up. And Tesla wrote, so you all think the media will show our updated Robotaxi geofenced in their reporting or no? But why did Tesla do this? Well, Elon Musk likes to have some fun. But also, Alex summed it up very nicely on X. The Tesla Robotaxi service now covers a larger area than Waymo in Austin, and yes, the shape contains a hidden message to all skeptics who still don't understand that Tesla is the global leader in autonomous driving technology. It is a well-deserved message to all those who still believe that LiDAR is necessary, camera only don't work, and that Tesla is smaller than other service providers. It is a message to all short sellers who believe that they can make money by betting against Tesla. It's a message to the media who try to spread fear, uncertainty and doubt about Tesla and having no problem openly lying about Elon and Tesla just because they don't earn advertising money from them. It's a message to the oil and gas industry because autonomous services are always electric and their business is shrinking and continue to do so. To everyone who feels offended, take it easy and don't take yourself so serious. It's good to have a hearty laugh, and this is a good reason to have one. Yes, the new geofence looked like many things, but I will go with the middle finger, as that is very appropriate to all the haters that doubted Tesla and tried to spread thought about Tesla and their full self-driving system. Of course, many of the haters probably feel offended, like Fred here, as Anders wrote. Butthurt Fred is grumpy because Tesla Robotaxi network expanded faster than anyone thought, now servicing a larger area than Waymo and is working better than anyone expected. Yes, we have really not had a lot of news in the mainstream media about Tesla's Robotaxi service, which is a good sign that Tesla's Robotaxi service are executing very well, or else we would definitely hear about it in the news. But Tesla is not done expanding. This was just a little bit of fun that could go viral on social media. But we have seen these test vehicles Tesla is using way outside the geofenced area, as Muskedonomy wrote on X. The Tesla Robotaxi spotted testing full self-driving in Kyle, Texas, 20 minutes outside the current Austin geofence. The expansion is already underway. Yes, this is way outside Tesla's current area and way beyond Waymo's area. I think the penny is going to drop for most people when they see Tesla expanding to a much bigger area in Austin than Waymo, and Tesla is going to do it in weeks or maybe a couple of months, and it have taken Waymo years just to get to where they are today. And Waymo has no way of counteracting this, as it will take too long and be too costly to geofence the whole area of Austin just to be able to match Tesla's service. Like I said before, Tesla is only geofencing their area to limit their system, as it can drive everywhere, but Waymo's geofencing is the limit of their system. Very big difference, and soon everyone will get what we have been talking about for years. Waymo's system is simply not scalable, and that will become very obvious very soon. But that was not all the good news about Tesla's Robotaxi service this week, as Sawyer wrote on X. It's been 3 weeks since Tesla's Robotaxi service launched in Austin, and in the short time they have already addressed nearly all the app feedback I initially had. Features and things added in the last 3 weeks: can now adjust pickup location, edit your destination after booking, display remaining wait time at pickup in the app, large your Robotaxi service area, walk in direction to pickup and your final destination. Search results shows if a destination closer near arrival time. Design improvements. And remember, all of this is as bad as it will ever get. Tesla's Robotaxi service will only get better exponentially from here on out. Yes, Waymo is way out in front with Robotaxi miles driven and have 4 cities they are in already. But soon people will see that Tesla is not just catching up, but they will overtake Waymo and not look back.
Another one of Elon's company that has caught up and overtaken everyone else in their field is xAI, and they have just released Croc 4 and held a little event about it.
And showed off it has basically beaten every other AI system out there on all metrics. It is still lacking in video creation, but they are working on it. But this is a big deal, not just because Tesla has put it in their cars now, and that will really be the beginning of a whole new experience of car ownership or Robotaxi service. For now, it should only be an integration where you can access Croc through your car, but eventually you will be able to control your car and ask it to do anything. The future is going to be wild. But when it comes to the whole AI race, Elon Musk and xAI has just put a big fat nail in the coffin over every other AI system, as xAI has literally in the span of 2 years gone from absolutely nothing to have overtaken every other large language models. So Elon has proven that these scaling laws do apply to AI by showing he could catch up to everyone else in the space in only 2 years because they have the biggest compute. But not only that, but they also built a 100,000 coherent cluster in just 19 days, something everyone else would have taken 1 year to do, if they knew how to make a 100,000 coherent cluster, as everyone said it was impossible. And now xAI has a 200,000 coherent cluster and is aiming for 1 million. And they can build all of that faster than anyone else. So they have caught up because they did something the others thought was impossible, combined with the fact they did it faster than anyone else knew how to. So everyone else is basically in a race with one that is already running twice as fast as they are, or maybe more correctly, at least 5 times faster, but is also accelerating faster than you even know how to. there is simply no catching up to xAI's AI powerhouse anymore. That time has come and gone. And that AI power is already in Tesla's Optimus robot and now also in Tesla's cars. So now you have Croc available in your Tesla that can drive itself everywhere supervised in the US. I mean, who is going to buy a more expensive, inferior competitor's EV? Well, as I will show later in this news show, not that many do. Tesla's close collaboration with xAI is a huge win for both, as AI companies are running out of data to feed the AI model from the internet. So now they need real-world data, and Tesla can give xAI access to the biggest real-world data through their 8 million cars collecting data, and now also from their Optimus robot collecting data and teaching the AI about the real world by moving around in the Optimus robot. This is a match made in heaven, and an advantage that no other AI company has. So I have a hard time seeing who should ever catch up to Tesla and xAI when it comes to AI and robotics.
And all the numbers are in, and the competition is truly coming for Tesla. No, not really, not even close. This is getting kind of embarrassing.
Sawyer shared the top 10 of the best-selling EVs in the US in the first half of 2025. And as you can see, the Tesla Model Y is leading by a huge margin to the next non-Tesla EVs that sold less than 1/5 of Tesla's Model Y. And that is with the lockdown of the Model Y production line in both US factories. But not even that was enough for anyone else to come close to Tesla's Model Y's sales. Tesla's Model 3 was the second best with almost 100,000 units. And Sawyer pointed out that Tesla sold more Model Ys than all of the non-Tesla EVs in the top 10 combined, which was 124,000. Tesla beat the rest of the top 10 EV models in the US with one model. When you hear that the competition is heating up, well, it's definitely not in the US. We do see that the Cybertruck is not selling as much as we had hoped for. It only sold 10,500 in the first half of 2025. So that is definitely below what we thought it would be able to do by now. But still, we need to keep a little perspective to the other EV models in the US, as the Lightning is about 3,000 above the Cybertruck in the first half of 2025. But we can also see in Q2 the Cybertruck sold 4,300 units, so again, way below what we thought, but that is still more like all of Lucid, or than Rivian's R1T, or more than the Toyota BZ4X, or more than Volkswagen's ID4, and so many other models. Volkswagen ID Buzz sold just above 500 units. So Tesla's Cybertruck is still just outside the top 10 best-selling BEVs in the US, so not a complete failure as many want it to look like, because then the other 50 on this list of BEVs in the US would be complete failures. But the Model Y is still the all-dominating force no matter how we look at it. But we might see a very good Q3 in the BEV sales from most automakers, as this is the last quarter to get that $7,500 tax credit. But I do understand why Tesla Model Y is doing so well. It is just an all-around great family car with no compromises. And all the reviews of the new refreshed Model Y, the Model Y Juniper, has just been outstanding. And not just in the US, we could also see that the Model Y was awarded Australia's best EV midsize SUV by Car Expert for 2025, as they wrote. Tesla's Model Y set the electric SUV benchmark with exceptional range, rapid charging network access, and cutting-edge technology that make it the most popular choice for Australian families going electric. Yes, and Tesla is now getting production and inventory of the Model Y Juniper ramped up. So the second half of 2025 could end up being really good for Tesla.
And yet another company is stitching LiDAR to go with Tesla's approach of AI vision only.
The new one that is going to change direction is China's huge player Baidu, that used the same technology as Waymo in the US, as Ray for Tesla wrote on X. Baidu might ditch multi-sensor fusion approach soon to embrace pure vision AI technology after seeing what Tesla has been doing for years, signaling the beginning of the end of LiDAR application for the Apollo Robotaxi fleet. Here is the translation. Robin Lee, Baidu CEO, Apollo Robotaxi's only chance lies in rapidly shifting to pure vision approach. At Baidu's recent quarterly executive meeting, Robin Lee delivered an internal speech focused on reflective thinking, where he reviewed the company's business wins and losses. He also challenged many of Baidu's previous viewpoints, including its stance on robotaxis. One key takeaway was that robotaxis must pivot its technical strategy and move decisively toward a pure vision approach. In the past, like other players, such as Waymo, Robotaxi has been a firm proponent of LiDAR plus vision, relying on multi-sensor fusion systems. Yes, and again, it is simply not scalable. But as we have just seen, Tesla is already working in a bigger area than Waymo in Austin, and Tesla will rapidly add more and more. If Waymo's technology was so good and basically have solved robotaxis, why are they not in more cities? Because it is too expensive and simply not scalable. And now Baidu is realizing this and want to shift its approach before it's too late, as the ones relying on LiDAR and pre-map areas will never be able to compete on price, as Sam from ARK Invest also wrote on X. A lot of people have asked me about Tesla versus Waymo. Some thoughts. Let me know what I'm missing, and not meant as a diss. Waymo's doing great stuff as well, and clearly customers like the offering. Yes, Waymo have paved the way for robotaxis, but if they don't change their approach like Baidu is thinking about, they will not be competitive in the future, as Sam also wrote here. Price per mile is critical in this market. People check Uber and Lyft and take whichever is the cheapest, even if it's by a few dollars, as long as they both would come within 5 minutes. Waymo's cars are expensive relative to Tesla's. This leads to higher prices per mile. Waymo doesn't have the ability to match peak through demand of travel like Tesla does through having people up their vehicle into the fleet. This means to match peak demand, Waymo either has a fleet with a low average utilization, which leads to higher price per mile, or they have a smaller fleet which can't meet peak demand. They are trying to solve this by partnering with Uber. Waymo has been offering rides since 2018. Their fleet of vehicles 7 years later is 1,500, and they plan to add 2,000 more vehicles this year. The bespokeness at this stage likely leads to a very high maintenance cost. Tesla make 5,000 cars a day. This is something we aren't seeing with Waymo. If they are safe, which appears to be true, then why aren't they scaling much faster? Yes, exactly. And let's squeeze in the last short news topics into this new show.
Yes, it's time for the Tesla Shorts.
Tesla had some more great news this week, with them getting ready to open up their diner, as Elon wrote on X. I just had dinner at the retro-futuristic Tesla diner and supercharger. Team did a great work making it one of the coolest spots in LA. Looking really nice, and we can see that they even have Optimus Robot in there, hoping that it will help with some service, giving people drinks or some other cool stuff. But can't wait to get a closer look when it opens. And Transport Canada found no evidence of fraud or wrongdoing by Tesla in its investigation into the company's $43 million in rebate claims under the Incentive of Zero-Emission Vehicles program. The probe launched after Tesla filed 8,653 claims over a single weekend in January 2025, has cleared the automaker, confirming the submission were lawful and compliant with the program rules. Tesla will now receive the $43 million that was previously frozen. And this man in this video, known as Grant, told the Tesla driver to get yourself a gas car and get out of there, right after he cut the charging cable with an axe. What kind of people does something like this? They are mentally ill. This is pure hatred and ignorance, cutting someone's EV chargers with an axe because they drive electric. Absolutely insane. Yes, that guy clearly suffers from some real mental issues. And SMX wrote on X, Elon Musk has the most powerful rocket, advanced AI, cutting-edge robotics, brain chip, self-driving cars, underground tunnels, and the largest communication platform on Earth. If anyone is an alien, it's him. And Elon replied, truth is, I crash-landed here from Mars. I'm just trying to get back to my home planet. But no one believes me. And Tesla Chan wrote on X, demand for Tesla's Megapacks continues to be strong. Currently, the expected delivery period of Megapacks is listed as Q1 of 2026. Yes, and the demand is only going to grow from here on out. And Elon teased a new epic demo as he wrote on X. Just left the Tesla design studio. Most epic demo ever by end of year. Ever. So when Elon says something like this, I can only start speculating about the Roadster with the SpaceX package, looking something like this. Or maybe not, but can't wait to see what they have come up with, and maybe combine that with an Optimus robot demonstration of their Gen 3 robot. But whatever it is, I can't wait now. We have so much more good stuff coming to us from Tesla here in 2025. And Tesla has officially revealed a long version of the Tesla Model Y called Model Y L. A 6-seater, 7-inch longer than the current Model Y, new wheels, new seats, new light gold exterior paint color, modified rear and C-pillar design, and new spoiler. This long-range Model Y is expected to be more a true 3-row SUV. Tesla says it will launch this autumn, and for now only seems to be for the Chinese market. It looks very similar to the Model Y, but when you look at the side profile, it's pretty easy to see that the tail has got a bit longer. Very cool to see, can't wait to learn more. And finally, it happened. After 10 years of negotiation, Tesla has finally come to India. As Teslarati wrote, Tesla hosted a handful of Indian government officials today to show off its vehicles just ahead of the first showroom opening. Last night, the online design studio launched for the Indian market. So that is very cool. The first Tesla ever delivered in India is going to be this quarter, opening up a whole new market for Tesla. And the starting prices in India will be for the Model Y rear-wheel drive just under $70,000 and the Model Y long-range rear-wheel drive $79,000. And the Chief Minister of Maharashtra gave an exciting speech at the opening ceremony of Tesla Center in Mumbai. As he said, Tesla is not just a car company. It's all about design, innovation, and sustainability. The people of Mumbai and the people of India are going to love Tesla, and you, Tesla, will have one of the best markets in India. I think Tesla is going to change the entire market. Oh yes, going to be very exciting to follow how Tesla does in India. And Tesla's Dojo 2 enters mass production by the end of the year. Built with TSMC's new InfoShow tech, it delivers 9 petaflops of compute, making AI like Croc 4 smarter, faster, and more powerful. Just yet another advantage Tesla bet on that seems to be paying off now. Tesla just doesn't slow down or hold back. So much more great things to come from Tesla this year.
That is all we have time for in this news show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help this video out a lot so others can find it on YouTube. And if you did like it, maybe you want to consider hitting that subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss out on future videos just like this one. And if you're already a subscriber to the channel, thank you so much for the support. But if you want to support the channel even more, remember you can, for as little as $1, become a patron of this channel, or become a member of the YouTube channel to get a shout out as some extra perks like early access, ad-free versions of my videos, exclusive videos. So hit the members button or check out Patreon to find out more. And don't forget to follow me on X. I post pretty much all the news as it comes out and a lot more. And check out the merch store to get some merchandise and support the show. It is also possible to support the show without becoming a member or a patron. There is a donation option down below or on my website bestintesla.com. You can also become an executive producer and get news articles, exclusive videos, behind the scenes, and access to all my research charts and spreadsheets also on bestintesla.com, or as simple as hitting the super like button. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.